Hello, this is the Bible in fewer words. We are Carol and Steve Wells. This is episode 118, 2 Samuel, chapter 3. If you enjoy this podcast, consider supporting us at patreon.com/BFW. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Carol.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Great. Do we need to have a little recap of what happened last time?
Yeah, I don't think we have to say too much, except for David was informed about Saul's death, and he killed the messenger.
Oh, yeah.
David ended up becoming king of the southern kingdom of Judah.
Yeah.
While Saul's surviving son, Ishbosheth, became king of the northern kingdom of Israel. And now they're fighting between, the two kingdoms are fighting periodically.
Yeah. So would Ishbosheth had said, "This is my kingdom," if Abner hadn't said, "Hey, this is your kingdom"?
I don't know.
Okay.
Abner was involved. He was encouraging him, saying, "Hey, you're king now."
Mm-hmm.
And Ishbosheth is kind of a weak king, it seems like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. So chapter 3. During the war between David and Saul's son Ishbosheth, David became stronger and Ishbosheth became weaker.
David had 6 sons in Hebron. Hebron is where David was king at first. That was kind of the capital of the southern kingdom. And it's about 30 miles south of Jerusalem, where he will be king later. He spent about 7 years in Hebron as king.
He's not king of Hebron right now.
Hebron is a city.
Yeah.
He's king of Judah.
Okay.
Which is like a country, right? And so
the Hebron is in Judah.
Hebron is in Judah.
Okay.
About 30 miles south of Jerusalem.
Okay. Got it. And I see here that you're listing sons. How come we're not following our rules of genealogy?
Yeah. Well, the reason is because some of these sons are going to be important later.
Okay.
So I thought we'd go ahead and mention them. It also talks about some of David's wives. He's got some new wives here.
Oh.
So I thought we'd go ahead and list them. They're not that long, just 6. I'll make you read them, though, because they're kind of hard names.
Okay. So David had 6 sons in Hebron. His firstborn was Amnon, whose mother was Ahinoam. We've met her before, right?
Yes.
His second son, Chileab of Abigail.
Right.
Also know Abigail.
Right.
Third son, Absalom, the son of Maacah.
That's a new one.
Mm-hmm. The fourth, Adinijah, the son of Haggith. That's a sausage, I think. Oh, no, that's haggis. The fifth, Shephatiah, the son of Abital. And the sixth, Ithream by Eglah. Okay, I took that challenge, and I'm glad
you did
that's
quite
over.
well. Notice that every son here has a different mom.
I do see that.
You would think that a few of them, there'd be a few sons with the same mom. But no, every son has the same mom.
How many wives does he have now?
I think now he has 7 wives.
Okay.
Because he had 3 before and he has 4 new ones here, right?
I thought he had 2 before and he has 4.
No, he had 3 because he got back Micah, remember?
Oh, that's right. All right.
And notice that there's no daughters either.
You're right. What are the chances?
David does have a daughter. There's only one that's mentioned, I believe, but she's not mentioned here.
Okay.
Saul had a concubine whose name was Rizpah. During the war, Ishbosheth said to his captain Abner, "Why did you have sex with my father's concubine?"
Okay. Abner answered, saying, "Am I a dog's head? I've been loyal to you and protected you from David. Why do you accuse me of this?" So he's denying it.
Yeah. He's saying, "Hey, I've been good to you. Even if this is true, you should, just,
leave me alone."
Uh-huh. "But now I'm going to help David steal your kingdom.
Really?
He will become king over both Judah and Israel." So Abner's turning on him.
Yes, he is. So I guess he did have sex with Saul's concubine.
Maybe, yeah.
Then Abner sent a message to David saying, "I will help you become king of Israel. Boy, that is a lot going on here in these few sentences.
Yes, and I see that I kind of misspoke a little bit before.
Oh.
Remember I said he got Michal back?
Uh-huh.
He did, but he gets her back in this verse.
Okay.
Verse 14. David sent messengers to Ishbosheth, saying, "Bring me my wife Michal, who I bought for 100 Philistine foreskins."
Oh, good. We get to talk about that again.
Yeah, but remember it was 200. The price was 100, but
He was really over-eager.
he was feeling generous, so he gave Saul 200 Philistine foreskins. But anyway, he bought her, and he wants her back.
So,
Because remember, Saul gave her away to
somebody
Phatiel?
else.
Yeah.
So Ishbosheth took Michal from her husband, Phatiel, who went along weeping behind her.
Yeah, it's one of the most romantic stories in the Bible, I think. It's rare when you have a man weeping for the loss of his wife.
Uh-huh.
But Phatiel must have loved her.
Yeah. I guess she was a real prize.
Nobody says anything about how she felt about any of this, but I guess,
Yeah. Does it matter?
Right.
So verse 20. David and Abner met to discuss their plans to steal Israel from Ishbosheth.
When David's captain Joab heard about the agreement between David and Abner, he was angry. He didn't trust Abner, and he thought he was trying to deceive David.
And oh, by the way, Abner's probably going to take over Joab's job. Because Joab...
Oh, yeah, he's probably worried about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Joab sent messengers to Abner, asking him to return to Hebron.
When Abner came to Hebron, Joab took him aside to speak to him quietly.
Hey, what the heck are you doing, buddy?
Then Joab smote him under the 5th rib.
Oh my gosh, the special place.
The special place.
Groin or 5th rib.
Yeah, we don't know.
No. Mm-hmm. So he just killed him. Abner's a pretty important guy.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going to happen now?
Uh-huh.
Verse 28. David proclaimed himself guiltless and condemned Joab, saying, "Let the blame rest on the head of Joab and on his whole family and on all of his descendants forever." There we go again, doing that blaming thing.
Yeah. Blaming people who aren't born yet.
Yep.
May all of his descendants have discharges from their penises, be lepers, lean on a staff, commit suicide, or starve to death.
Oh, just that.
All nice thoughts.
Yes.
Huh?
Jeez.
All of his descendants are going to have,
Yeah. Discharges from their penises.
Yeah.
Be lepers.
And what do you think the leaning on a staff is?
They're not going to be able to walk. Oh.
That's a good idea. That's a good possibility.
Or falling on their sword.
No? Well, it could be, yeah. But what the Bible scholars tell us is that leaning on a staff for a man means to be an effeminate man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hip going out, leaning on your staff.
I don't know. I don't understand. It doesn't make sense to me. But that's what they say.
Weird.
But that seems like the worst of their problems. They're going to have penises with discharges. They're going to be lepers and commit suicide or starve to death.
Yeah, it's not the worst of their problems.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so verse 30. The reason Joab wanted to kill Abner was that Abner smote his brother Asahel under the 5th rib when he refused to turn to the right or to the left.
Yeah, remember that in the last episode? Yeah.
Yes.
David said to Joab and all the people with him, "Rend your clothes, tear your clothes, and put on sackcloth."
Mm-hmm. Sackcloth and ashes. Where does that come from?
From the Bible, yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So sackcloth is just like potato bag, like
I think
rough
so.
clothing?
Yeah. So tear up your clothes and put on some sackcloth.
Mm-hmm. Then they buried Abner, and everyone wept.
All the people brought David meat to eat. But David said, "I swear to God that I won't eat until the sun goes down."
That is not a great sacrifice,
No.
as sacrifices go in the Bible.
Yeah.
Huh. So I wonder what role he did have in the whole
I do
killing.
too. It's not clear to me. But anyway, they had this rivalry between Abner and Joab, and Abner got the worst of it.
Boy, he sure did. Well,
In the last verse.
wait a second. Did Abner get the worst of it? Joab got the worst of it.
Oh.
It's Joab's family who's going to be living a life of hell forever.
Yeah, but Abner's dead.
But Abner's dead. And, yeah, well, wait a second. Abner's dead and Joab is...
Yeah, well, okay, so, yes, it does require some explanation. We have to think about this a little bit. So, Joab killed Abner.
Yes.
Abner was the traitor, right, from Ishbosheth.
Yes.
He's going to make a deal with David.
Yeah.
So Joab
Killed Abner. Because Abner was going to take his job.
I think so, yeah. And so David is saying, hey, I had nothing to do with this. It's all Joab's fault. And Joab and all of his descendants are going to have these problems.
Well, and he killed Joab, right?
No.
Oh, he didn't kill Joab. So Joab's going to work for him?
Yeah,
David now?
Joab's his main guy.
And all of his descendants have to suffer this, but Joab isn't going to? Is
Yeah.
Joab going to have discharges coming out of his penis? Really what I want to know.
I think it's just his descendants.
Oh, that's very bizarre. Okay, if I was David, I would say, Joab, you are out of here, and I'm getting a new captain.
Yeah.
And his descendants are going to suffer for
Well,
the bad
no, I
stuff
don't
he
know
did.
that they are.
Okay.
It's just like this is David saying, oh, this is such a horrible thing that Joab did to Abner. Let all of his descendants have, all these problems.
Uh-huh. That's weird. Okay, so he...
But I should just, stick a pin in this because later on we'll see how some of this is sort of fulfilled.
Okay. So, the last line, verse 36. This pleased the people, as everything that David did pleased all of the people. Really? Even when he was working with the Philistines to kill the Israelites?
Oh, yeah. Whatever David does is just great. Although sometimes they get mad and want to stone him to death, like they did, a while back, remember?
Yeah. Let's stone that guy. Okay, well, that was quite a story.
Uh-huh. Just one chapter, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope it lightens up a little bit. Second
Oh,
Samuel.
it won't.
Oh,
Yeah.
it won't.
No.
Oh, okay. Hey, listeners, stay with us. We will get through 2 Samuel.
Yes, we will.
Okay. Thanks for sharing this story, Steve.
Sure.
Okay. Bye-bye, listeners.
Bye.